Okay, I know it has been some time. Okay, I know it has been some time. Okay. But today, what we're going to get up to is actually hopping onto the Craftiverse SMP server. Ooh, I forgot that I logged off over here. Let's see, I don't think anybody else, nope, just Cheese is the only one. Make sure to set our status that we are streaming. A lot of things have popped up, I think, over here in the shopping district. But nobody else has used my services. I don't know why, but people need to be using my services if they want to save time and everything. And yeah, things have been pretty busy in my private life. That springtime's here, so of course a lot of outside chores. And of course, the missus and I have decided to start a farm this year because things are just getting out of hand. Prices at the local stores and everything. So far right now we have ourselves we got like a dozen chickens to lay eggs for us, which they're not going to start producing until like around Thanksgiving. It's just how those things go. So I've been working hard converting a camper actually into a chicken coop. So it's taken me quite a bit of my free time after work. And I've finally gotten things kind of under control now to where I can spend some times back on Fridays being able to produce the content that you guys deserve and cherish. And I'm hoping that you cherish. I would love to see. But we need to finish up a project that we started on in last episode over here at Cheese's base here. And yeah, I don't know why she's missing a door, but all right, cool. So yeah, we just need to head on back over to where we were working on things, which was over by her tree farm, which is a ways away because I still do not have an elytra. I'm trying to not really use an elytra this season. I'm just trying to walk this way because I don't want to like show off anything that could potentially be spoiling something of the next episodes or something, which I do need to get caught up on some of the other crafters videos. I've been actually pretty bad about that. It's just been so busy, especially with 2 kids now. Yeah, last year we ended up having a little boy, and the missus decided to name him directly after me, so he is a little junior, spitting image of his old man. Of course, these kids make their dad feel old, and our oldest just turned 4, so it's crazy, crazy busy. But hopefully things are slowly starting to calm down here, and which so far seems to be the case. Hence why we're doing the stream, and I haven't streamed in a long time. Woo! You got anything good or no? But I will take your leads, and I will take your head, and maybe I can get the heads of these llamas. I don't know. Maybe. I got the head of the village. Hey, where are you going? Come here. Come. We got 2 leads and one of the llama's heads. All right. So we started working on this project in the last episode that Jesus wants this whole area to be like sloped out, flattened to look beautiful. And this cliff face used to go all the way along and over to this way, which I did start on a good chunk of it. Also I was thinking like thumbnail purposes, but I ended up doing a different thing because I did the shop. I built up my shop over in the district there for terraforming services. But if we just pop into free cam here and just take a quick look at it, this is what Cheese has wanted, and I still got to do a little bit of touch-ups, just a little bit right there. But this is essentially is what she wanted, just a nice slope, kind of mimicking what's going on over in this direction. So we need to get work on smoothing out the rest of this, which is what we're going to be doing in today's live stream. And actually, I need to check something. Let's see here. I should probably let the other crafters know that I am streaming. Might help if I actually copy the link. That'll help. Now that everybody else knows, let's get back into this. And of course, it's becoming nighttime. I did set myself up a little base camp here because I knew I was going to be using up a lot, like getting a lot of the resources. So I wanted to make sure to have a little storage area and setting up the beacon, which actually I think I need to move this beacon over that way. So like that's going to be the first thing that we do. We do have haste too. That's right. I'm trying to get back into remembering exactly where I had left off because it's been quite some time actually. It's been like a little bit over a week or so. So I started doing this a week, almost 2 weeks ago. And just things have just been crazy busy trying to, like pick up everything from debris from this past winter to get the yard ready so I can start mowing. Been really itching to get out there and mow, but the weather's been really crappy and the lawn is still pretty wet. And yeah, I don't want to ruin the lawn, but it also needs to be mowed. So it's one of those deals that's like, yeah, I could walk around with a weed whacker all day, but that's not going to be fun. It's just going to take me forever because I have like 4 to 6 acres worth of lawn that I got to mow, and it grows pretty fast, especially where I live. So it's like 1 to 3 times a week depending on how fast it grows and due to the weather of the previous week as well. I try to keep an eye on the weather and check weather reports and the radar map of incoming storms and everything, so that way I can see like, okay, cool, it's going to rain Wednesday, so let me mow Tuesday, so that way fresh cut grass. And then it'll rain so it can like replenish it and make it grow better, make it look nice and fill in certain areas, and just kind of like plan projects of that sense, and also trying to like level it out and get some areas marked up this year because I got big plans for our family farm that we're going to be starting up this year. That going to be building in a road to where a future barn / garage shop is going to be erected in a couple of years, because the missus and we sat down to do up a 5-year plan, and essentially it's just going to take a lot of time, a lot of funds to get going. But what I'm most excited for is that I get to finally have a garage / shop to be able to have a bunch of projects, and they're not going to be in the way, so the missus isn't going to have to worry about that kind of a thing. Now, if I remember, pretty sure it's like this 3 and then these 1, right? And then I need another one. If I remember right, I'm pretty sure this is how the layout of the beacon goes. But I could very well be wrong. I don't use the beacons enough to like actually memorize the build pattern for it. But if we run out of iron blocks, then we're gonna know that I did it right. Especially once the pyramid is actually completed. That's the other thing too. If it's if once I get this all built up and I'm missing some iron blocks and the pyramid is not complete, then we know that you got Q here, he messed up somewhere. But I'm thinking I did the math right and my memory serves me correct. And yes, it does. Alright, so where is... right here. In my wallet. It is time to do haste. Haste 2. Alright. So now... gonna empty out my inventory, have a clean slate, have my pockets be as open as can be. And let's see here. I started organizing this stuff, didn't I? Oh yeah, here's a bunch of like just garbage things. Alright, set my spawn so that way if I die over here, then I know I am safe. So I kind of followed the pattern for this area in line with how Cheese already carved it out. And then I just picked a random number for the slope. So that's what we got to do here. I guess I placed that beacon a little bit too far. Well, Cheese did tell me that I could use her beacon, so I'm gonna do exactly that. She did say it was okay. And since she said it was okay, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, so now I gotta remember what I actually did. I did like 4. And then we went up a little bit. So I'm just trying to copy this exactly and line up with this, that way I can place the dirt on the same level. If not... yeah, and then I can do some touching ups later to see exactly how I want things to be placed and to make sure that things are looking good, natural, and sloped. Because that's the key to terraforming, is that making sure that everything looks somewhat natural, organic to the point, but also appealing to the eyes. I've never really been all that great with like doing like the mega builds and all of that sense. So I fell in love with terraforming in this. Really? Is my beacon really just that far, like too far away that I did? It's pretty pathetic. Do I really want to tear it down? I mean, really, should I tear it down and move it to be closer so I can... oh, geez, I don't know. And we'll signify that as the stopping point.
Hi!
Hey, Babs!
What are you up to?
Oh, just trying to finish up Cheese's request of doing some terraforming for her to fix this flat face, ugly looking mountain.
Oh, what do you mean? It's beautiful.
Oh yeah, the sheer cliff faces. Yeah, it's really nice.
That's peak Minecraft. I mean, to be fair, that's all Cheese is able to do, right?
I mean, pretty much. That's why she requested my services, so...
oh, I just wanted to tell you that the beacon is probably too far away.
oh, yeah, I figured that out. a good chunk of ways. But I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna move it.
And I wanted to flex. Look in this shulker.
How? Oh, you've been busy mining, huh?
Yeah, I've done nothing the last 3 days when I had time to play besides mining.
Well, that's more than what I got. Check out my wallet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bro. Maybe
Yeah.
you should live in the slums.
Yeah, but things are going to be changing with the whole slums and everything. Just you wait. Just you wait.
You know what I will do with all of the diamonds?
Build a diamond house.
No. I will start my gambling services.
Ooh, we're going to have like a little casino?
At first it will be more like shulker boxes with useful stuff, and you need to spend diamonds. But there's only a slight chance that you can get the best one, right? I mean, we all know how it works.
Oh yeah, just slight chances to win, you know, especially with gambling incorporated into it. Yeah, you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah, and the mayor gang needs to pay more diamonds than the Echo Rebels.
Oh, the Echo Rebels.
The Atma gang.
Atma gang.
The Grams.
If you like having dinner before sunset and you like to go to bed before the sun even sets, then, you know, join the Atma gang. Here they get discounts on dinners. You know, early bird specials.
Yeah.
What are you up to today?
I just wanted to see you, and then in like an hour I need to work.
Oh.
You know, the pesky part of being an adult.
It's nice, isn't it?
Chores, responsibilities. I love it. It's totally not up in my mind that I want to be 15 years old again.
No. It would be nice to not have responsibilities anymore and can kind of just do what you want to do. But then it's like you can't do what you want to do.
I mean, we could if more people would follow your stream right now. And I think I need to get Cheese back onto the server.
Oh yeah? Where's she been?
I think she's still at work. But like every time she does a video, she's gone for like 2 weeks. And the funny part is that I make the video, so it's not because she needs to edit.
I thought she wasn't feeling good though.
Yeah.
Well, so just let her rest. Snuggle with the kitty. Or maybe we need to have an admin talk with her.
Doesn't want to snuggle with her.
Yeah, the chickens that we got, they really like me, but they chase after the missus, so. Which is the funny part, because I was like, well, maybe we'll start this year, like, getting things ready, you know, like, prepare for the animals and everything. And she was like, nah, we're going to go get them. And she, like, got a hold of me one day before I left work. She was like, hey, by the way, we're going for a ride, like, an hour away, one way, and we're going to go pick up some chicks. And I'm like, but we don't even have anything. Like, we didn't even have a brooder. I think it's called a brooder. Where you put the baby chicks in so that way they can grow and they're under a heat lamp and all that good stuff. I was like, we don't even have any of that set up. She's like, yeah, but we'll figure it out. So, of course, just emptied out a tote and then got the bedding and food and water containers and everything like that for them that day. And that's what started it. And then the next day was like, all right, cool. I guess I got to start figuring out how to build a coop now and convert our old camper into a chicken coop. So that's it's just what happened.
And now they want to snuggle with you.
And now they want me. They don't, yeah. But yeah, they're still a little bit skittish and stuff, but like...
normal for the chicks.
I mean, I guess so, yeah.
With you.
I guess so. I guess it's just how that works.
Should I remove the dirt?
I mean, yeah, you can. Now the fun part of this is that, go all the way back down and figure out where my slope is. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was far away. If I was too far from you. Alright, so I need to go back one, two. The only thing that I don't really like about terraforming is the math.
Why do you need math for terraforming?
For slopage and stuffs. 2, 3, 4. And I'll go back one more. I should be able to finish this all up today. I'm hoping at least that's the goal.
I think we need to advertise the Bibis more.
Yeah, nobody's been really biting at that. And when Cheese got a hold of me, I was like, "Do you want the Bibis service or do you want the queue service?" And she's like, "Ah, I want the queue service. I don't want an ugly looking thing." And I'm like, "Yeah, but it's not gonna be ugly if the Bibis do it." She was like, "Yeah, no."
There's just no trust in the Bibis. Maybe we need to do some free advertisement stuff for like one person, and then the others will be like, "Yeah, I would totally pay for it."
I mean, that could work. That's a good idea.
Maybe we can start with my own mountain.
We could do that.
I guess I need to gather up some TNT. Because I don't want to use duping. Or at least don't want to use duping too much.
Yeah, because then it starts to feel a little bit cheeky. And plus, when we go to blow stuff up, it's going to feel more, it's going to mean more. To us, at least.
Can I pet that dog?
Are you ever not going to say, "Can I pet that dog?" Like, ever? Or are you just always going to say it? Like, is that just going to be your catchphrase now?
I think that's just too deep into my mind. Maybe when I'm old and confused. Atma.
Oh, when you're old and confused like Atma?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, time is coming up. It's getting closer and closer to where the age of Atma. I mean, it is a few years away, but...
I mean, I'm already feeling old and confused, but not that much, you know.
Oh, not that badly. Or not that...
Yeah.
Not that old and not that
Okay.
confused.
I can still move my knees and stuff, right?
Oh, that's always a plus. This is only supposed to
I can
be,
remember the face of my girlfriend.
Hey, Fivo followed. Thank you. Appreciates that.
Oh, only right now, Fibo, really?
Yeah, only right now, not like, you know, a few months into the season, you know. What's up, Fivo? You're not at work watching this, are you? That's not a good thing to do.
Work or to watch your streams?
I mean, I'd rather support our fellow crafters than have to work, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Did you stream on the server already? Not on Twitch. I started to do it on YouTube and then decided against it and was just like, yeah, I'll just stream on Twitch and then dump the VODs onto the channel later. It's mostly because, like, analytic purposes, like, I couldn't really read into them for some reason. Like, it wasn't working. So that was my biggest thing, is that I wanted to be able to figure out what was going good and not. And with the dumping the VODs from Twitch onto YouTube, it at least shows the analytic side of things. Just because of the numbers.
And the quality on Twitch is actually better.
Oh yeah, and that too. Plus, I figured out that actually I'm not that far away of being affiliate on Twitch. I just need to stream, I think, for a few hours or something like that, and stream actually just start streaming again on a more frequent manner. Oh, welcome back.
Yep. Can I app that dog?
Can I app that dog? And then this is going to be the stopping point. Everything turned black, had to reload.
I don't write what I have in mind right now. I wanted to write that too, but I thought I wouldn't. Ah. He was too old and confused.
Oh, you're just now getting to work, Fivo? Oh, so you're starting off the work day. It's gonna be a chill day so I can hang out stream. Hey! I'm not complaining. Just don't get in trouble. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh, where's that go? Gravel, going down. I'm not. Let's see here. Toolbox. Because I might need to replace.
Q. Out of curiosity.
Yep.
When I wanted to look your stream, I needed to check that I'm allowed to see stuff like drugs, alcohol, and you know.
Oh yeah, I gotta change that setting.
Stuff. Yeah, what did you do in the last streams, huh?
Well, back when I first started streaming on Twitch, I was playing other games, so I threw that on there as a warning, so that way I wouldn't get in trouble for.
Ah, yeah, because of the games. Aha.
Yeah, it was just. No, it was just so that way I couldn't get in trouble for any reason. That, you know, if there was parents out there who didn't want their kids having to watch, or interact with any of the like mature rated games, because I was playing like a lot of For Honor and stuff like that back then, and so I was like, oh well, you know, I'll just toggle that feature. You want to get into a group?
Streamed 7 Days to Die. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Did I stream 7 days today?
I don't know.
I can't remember. It was so long ago. Ooh. Now this part here is going to be tricky. So let's see here.
We wanted to play World of Warcraft together at some point, and it didn't work out because of US and Europe.
Yeah, because of you can't play internationally. Like, we're not on the same servers. You're on EU servers and I'm on US servers.
I hate stuff like that. Like, at least give the simple choice.
Yeah, I was
like
region locked. The only way around it is if I or you created a whole new account and had to basically, and then rebuy and reinstall, stating that you were either on US servers or if I was on EU servers, then we could have played together. But WoW is just a good chunk of change.
Good chunk of change.
Which, I mean, some people do. They have multiple accounts, but then it's like, but they know how to play the game to where basically it pays for itself. And I don't know how to do that, so. Plus, like,
yeah, by the way,
games
I'm
like,
still paying for the subscription.
You're still paying for that subscription? I canceled mine forever ago, dude.
No, it's like, I think this weekend I will try to play with my brother, because he recently got a little bit into it. And it's like, whenever I feel like it, I want to play instead of like, oh, I need to make a subscription.
That's always like the typical like Minecraft 2-week phase is where did I feel like I just messed up somewhere. Nope, I just forgot to hit that one block. Okay, cool. All right. Math is back on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. Or am I supposed to be removing this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
like the
6.
thing is, the biggest issue with like World of Warcraft, or to be honest, any MMORPG at the moment, is like they are not good for new players.
No, that's the thing too, is like that when we tried to, you know, you and I both had that itch to get into it because we played it before in the past. And I was like, oh, maybe we could play together, especially with the new DLC or yeah, the expansion, which was, it wasn't Dragonborn, it was
the War Within.
Yeah, War Within. And then I tried to keep playing after we found out that we couldn't play together, but like I was just so lost, and there's nobody else that I know that would on US servers would play. And
yeah, I think you need certain people. You need to find those people that are willing to teach you how to play at a certain point.
Or at least you just
Because
need to
like
make
I'm
friends
just
that know
lost.
how to play. Or don't know how to play and they want to get into it as well.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, because all of the different timelines and stuff, some quests are so weird, especially like in Stormwind, which is, I, it's confusing. Because all of a sudden there are some ships, they bring you to certain points and stuff, and I'm just lost. That's the reason I have mostly played just classic World of Warcraft, because it's more straightforward. It's just like you spawn in an area, there's a dude saying kill the wolf, you kill the wolves, you get XP, and this is what you do till you have max level. You
Like
don't need
I like
complex
that,
systems.
and I like the open world gen of this stuff, and want to be able to have said mindset of doing that. And like I got Oblivion remastered, and I've played a little bit. I spent a lot of time creating a character and coming up with like a character background and bio and all that stuff to try to really get into it, because I was afraid I was going to buy it, download it, and then do the same thing like that I was talking about a few weeks ago. Was when I first got Skyrim. I was like, oh yeah, let me play it, and would only get like 20 to 30 hours into the storyline and then put it down for a minute. And then when I come back to it, I try to pick up where I left off and then would get confused and then would start over and then get to the same point again. It was just a vicious cycle, like a typical 2-week Minecraft phase, but just with the Elder Scrolls series. Is there an
MMORPG.
yeah, for the Elder Scrolls series that we could actually play together? Or is that going to end up being region locked as well?
I mean, to be honest, I've never played the Elder Scrolls in my life, so I have no clue. I mean, I've seen videos about it, but I think there is Elder Scrolls Online.
I know there's Elder Scrolls Online. I mean, is there like, so like, I know that we talked about it before, that it was like, is there other games that we are both interested in that we would want to try to do together? And then
I would love to get my hands on old school RuneScape.
I mean, it is on Steam free, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I have already an account, and I have started it on my on my tablet because I got bored at university.
Oh, that's a good way to spend your time at university. Elder Scrolls Online, you think, Pio? Yeah. But is it region locked? That's the thing. Like, that's the tricky part about having friends across the pond, is that it's like, oh, could we actually play together, or is it going to be a hassle because of region? That's the tricky part. Oh, stone.
And also, even if it's not region locked, it's still the ping, because somehow, like, in this server, the location is also in the US, but they have a ping roughly 90 to 100 milliseconds, which is totally fine. It wouldn't be for Call of Duty, I think. That would be a little bit too much. But like for Minecraft or any, not that fast-paced game where it's all about reactions and stuff, it's okay. But like for some reason, other games, when you get to US servers, I will have roughly a ping of like 300.
Oof. All right. How do I want to continue this slope? I did what here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, Vivo asked if we've ever played Helldivers. I've never played Helldivers. Have you ever played Helldivers, Babs?
I don't even know what it is.
Neither do
know
I.
it's a game, but like. I mean, personally, I think games that are older are, to be honest, better than all the new stuff that's coming out. Especially when it comes to like RPGs or MMORPGs. I mean, there's a reason the two most played MMOs are World of Warcraft and old school RuneScape.
I mean, could we play old school RuneScape together? Or is that region
no
locked?
clue. The question is, can you Google it? Is it? Let me Google it. Old school RuneScape. From EU. EU players can play on US old school RuneScape servers, though it may result in higher ping. Okay, but I can live with it.
Higher ping on a 2-bit game? Ooh.
Yeah, it's basically just point and click, so what can happen? But I think it's a cool game to play like on a side, because I think you just can level your skills by just clicking on some stuff like wood cutting and stuff.
Because isn't it kind of like dollar store version of WoW?
Not really. It is pretty complex, but yet it is pretty simple. You just get into a world. You can do quests, however you don't need to. And you can just train your skills. It's not like you need to, make a quest to wear like that and that armor. It's more like when you hit a mob at a certain level, your combat skills get higher. I think there is no skill tree and stuff. And I have no clue what you need to do and stuff. I was just confused when I played it. Like it's not okay. I wasn't confused what to do. It's more like what I could do.
Oh, right.
But I think that's more because coming from World of Warcraft, where like, yeah, you need to do certain things, and I think over there I think there should be also plenty of like tutorials that says to you what you should do in the beginning and stuff. But I don't know if I want to, keep on tutorials. I think I just want to explore the stuff. But like explore a world alone is pretty boring.
Right. So is it like open world MMORPG?
Yeah. And you can play it on phone. Which is nice for like leveling and stuff.
Now the question is how would we link up is the question. Like to be able to be on the same server. Could it just be like how any other game on Steam that you just like invite friend?
I think you can download it on Steam, but you have to choose like you will get a launcher and you need to make an account.
Right.
Um,
Which I'm pretty sure I did used to play it back in the day. Back with like my old high school buddies. That we tried to do things together and life was just getting busy and stuff and chaotic, so we tried. But it wasn't quite working. Oh, I messed this wall up. That's not where the terrain's ending.
I mean, while I'm at work, I could look into it.
Yeah. I mean, it would be nice to have other games to play and we can get other inspirations for things for on the Craftiverse server, because that's like, it's one of the things that's like tricky about this is that's like, oh, you know, a lot of other people get inspiration from other games and play other games in the sense, and it's just, but I don't want to like, I don't want to do things alone. I just want to play with my friends. Is that just too much to ask for? Is that all that it really is? Is just too much to ask for?
I mean, to play with friends, you need friends. That's kind of an issue.
I mean, we're friends, but what games can we play together? That's the question.
Minecraft.
Oh yeah, we already got Minecraft down packed, but like, what else?
Yeah, that's the problem with like US and Europe. Because stuff like Call of Duty we could play together, but at the same time one of us would have bad pings.
True.
Where is the earth? Dirt. Oh, it's full, you need more tests, bro. Make it in the chat.
Oh, that's the issue about terraforming jobs, is running out of storage space. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3, 2, 3, 4. How long does this need to be? So this one is... Well, this one's going to line up, so it's going to be a little bit... It's going to be... Oh, this whole thing lines up, so it's going to be a little... that'll be fine. I can touch it up later.
I can do it later.
Yeah, that'll be a future cube problem.
But I guess I need to prepare for work.
Oh.
I guess maybe we'll meet us again in 5-ish or 6-ish hours.
No, I'll probably be sitting right here. At least at my desk. I may not be in this area. Hey, before you dip out, you want to have a little snooze in my bed over there?
Snooze. Yeah, wait. But
Hey, and while you're at work, busy doing, you know, work and stuff, look into RuneScape. Or I've also heard of Worms Online, but I I don't know anything about that. I've just seen some like clips and stuff, and it looks pretty cool.
Oh, the round base where you have weapons and stuff.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of like you can build bases and stuff and build like claims and properties and stuff. But it's also, it's like a mix of, I guess what I've heard is like a mix of RuneScape and sandbox game.
Hasn't RuneScape created a new game, which is basically a survival game?
I don't know.
Let me check. I think I saw it on Steam. RuneScape Dragon Wild.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because some of the typical people that I watch on
Co-op
YouTube.
survival crafting game. 1 to 4 player. I mean, it costs 30 bucks.
Oh, money? Yeah, I don't got that.
Anyway, I will look into some stuff.
Oh,
have a good
right.
stream.
I'm gonna try.
Bye bye.
Bye. Oh, that was nice of Babs to come on over and give me some hands with this and talk about some future plans, I guess, for us getting back together and playing some fun games. Now, the question is what am I doing? Doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I guess the wall is stopping here, right? That's the end point. So then that would mean the end point would be here. So if we just did a 4, what if we did a 5? I think I could make it work if I went backwards. Should work. Maybe. If I can do the math right heading down the mountain. This is either going to work or it's not going to work. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to go down. I can't do it from the top to the bottom. I gotta go bottom to top. Oh, but at least this way is shorter than what I had to deal with over there. It was a lot longer. Alright, so we did 4. What did I want to do up there? I wanted to do 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And if we start off with a 2. If we just do a 2, then we go down to 4. It should work out in the end, I'm hoping. Four, 3, yeah, we'll transition to a 3. My favorite part about the terraforming process is that you make the things look ugly at first, and then over time you start to beautify it, and then that's when the things really start to pop and bloom and everything else makes sense. Oh, I figured Atmo came back online, but nope. I'm like totally out of it. Like it's been so long for me of streaming that I just keep forgetting on that. Hey, you know, I'm streaming right now. Which actually we can leave this group now. The icon is distracting my thinking brain for the terraforming. I haven't heard anything from Cheese. I'm hoping that she actually likes what been doing over here so far. It has taken quite a bit of like all of this over here. So from the grass over, that took me like 3 to 4 hours, I think, one day. And yeah. So her and I did talk about a price for my service here, and I was like, well, depending on time and everything, it should be in like the 20 to 40 diamond range mark, which is which I think is a pretty fair estimate. It's pretty reasonable. Yeah, of course, I really messed up the math over here. Or that's where I messed it up, is that I went 4 instead of 2. So it would have worked if I just did it right from the beginning. I wish there was an easier way to remove trees. I mean, yeah, I could blow all this stuff up, but I want to make sure that things are getting done the right way, and that way our first customer does not get upset with us and actually helps promote our services to the rest of the crafters, and hopefully the crafters, after well, seeing this, and also, of course, the end product of Cheese's request for the services, maybe they'll be like, hey Q, saw what you did over there at Cheese, is any way you can help me out with my thing? I'll be like, of course. But it's a matter of time, and we just got to figure that out. It's all in the process of starting up a company. Whether it's on a server or in real life, you just gotta give it time. You just gotta put the work in, the time, the effort, the energy, all of it. The dedication, the chutzpah. Now it's time to clear the inventory. Ooh. Finally picking up that beacon, I guess. Or was I picking up the whole time? I don't know. I'm not paying attention to anything really at all. Just trying to keep the... Oh, boy. Did he make a bunch of more chests? That he did. Oh. Wood. 3, 4. Throw all of that in there. Where's the cobblestone? Ah, right there. Oh, that one's almost full. Dirt. Nothing. Oh wow, he made a lot of chests. Okay, cool. Dirt, and we'll just start dumping the cobble in there. Oh, perfect timing too. It's almost nighttime. How much more of this do we really have to go? Oh, we still have quite a bit to do. Not too much. Maybe just a couple more passes. Really? Like maybe... Probably like one more of doing this similar slope. And then we can start to kind of like curve it. And it'll be easier. Because I knew that side that we're working on right now is going to be the easier side to do. And that's why I started doing the first one. To also give me the upper advantage of like how I want things to slope out. To make sure that it does look good. And it's not just a mess. And it's kind of like curves around. Almost making like a bowl, essentially. So I'm thinking, what's this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we did a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We do 7. Should be good enough. And then... yeah, then we can start figuring out the other thing. So I need to go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this part's the easy part. Just kind of follow along and then stop at the one block before it. Two, and then another 2, and then here's the stopping point. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Gotta be in line. So I think now, thinking right, I can actually work my way down this time. Should work out now. I know that once this project's done, I am going to have to make a trip over to, I'm pretty sure it's Shroom's Guardian Farm. Pay the 2 diamond service fees and repair all of my tools. Armor's fine, but the tools is where it's at. I need to repair all of my tools. Having 2 beacons set up is kind of tricky because I don't know if I'm actually bouncing. I'm probably bouncing off mine, but I don't know if I'm bouncing off of Cheese's. Potentially. I think I'm now in the area that I'm getting double coverage. I really need to get efficiency 5 on all of my tools, because not being able to insta-mine the stone, it's not working. It's not cutting the mustard anymore. Need to get the efficiency ups. Because it's crazy to think that haste 2 and efficiency 4 is almost insta-mine, but it's quite not there. Oh, this one's the 3. Yep. One thing that I do need to figure out, though, with doing these terraforming jobs is talk about the resources. Like, for instance, this sense. Like, do I hold on to the resources? Or do I... Because, you know, it could be one of those cleanup charge fees, but then they just be like, nah, I'll keep the resources and I'll deal with it later. But, you know, I want to make as much money as I possibly can. That's the thing. Alright, so as far as this part goes over here, what do I want to do? You know what? Let's work on clearing this floating island. And then we can figure that part out. Because I think starting to slope the curve that way is going to make things, but is going to make it a lot better. That was horrible grammar, so I'm thinking, actually, honestly, truthfully, that is just kind of full send in it. Where did I start unloading the other stone? Ah, right there. And then everything else goes in there. Not the ores. And slapping the ores over here. Because at least now I kind of have like a point to where I can start curving it this way. And then I can take care of the rest of the terrain in that way. And it should make things easier. Which I'm hoping. I don't know. We'll figure it out here in a minute. That little stutter gets me every time. It's like, I don't know if my game's about to crash, if my internet's going to crash, or what. But it's all a matter of time, chat. It's all a matter of time. Ripping through dirt with Instamine. Oh, so satisfying. Stone's really nice too. Just that, the sound of it, the tun 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 tun. What are there for like games that you guys are like truly into right now, other than like Minecraft or anything? You just only like to enjoy watching Minecraft content. You don't like playing the game itself. One game that I've been really hard on the grind of is Farming Simulator 25. I don't know why. I've always been a simulation guy. I really like simulator games, Farming Simulator, you know, City Skylines, stuff like that, like Build It, Town Builders, stuff like that. Where it's Truck Simulator. I like Truck Simulator as well. Like open world kind of sandboxy simulation stuff I really like. Of course, you know, Minecraft is open world sandbox. I really want, like, I have the inspiration and the creativity and the spark and everything behind myself to like do more of the RPG stuff. Like first shooter games, like yeah, they're fun to blow off some steam if you're kind of like, you know, had a rough day, you just want to play, do like get some achievements or something like that. It's just one of those things, but it's not like a long-term, everyday, grindy kind of a thing where you can like dive in and like either be something or someone else and have a whole other identity and kind of like feel fulfilled with your life in the sense of that way, I guess. I don't really know. It's like I got Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and basically like the only purpose of it is just to have some fun. Honestly, it's just a fun chill game and just trying to get all the gold skins. Right now my actual one goal that I have right now is to get all the gold skins unlocked for the submachine gun class, and then I can switch over to a different class. And that's my challenge, is that, you know, every once in a while that I'll hop in and be like, all right, yeah, I can't leave the submachine gun class until I get all the gold skins for that entire class before I can move on to like assault rifles or sniper rifles or shotguns or anything else. So that's what has me going of like, yeah, I spent that money on the game, so it's like, what can I do to make it worth my while and actually make me want to play it and not just buy a game to download. Spend forever downloading freaking over 100 gigabytes of a game just to only play it for a little bit. Like a lot of people were all ecstatic and excited for the zombies, and I'm just like, yeah, alright, cool, whatever, man. Like, I'm not really a zombie guy. I like 7 Days to Die, it's a fun game, but sometimes I just turn the zombies off and just play it as if it's like almost like as close to possible as like real life Minecraft. But then I get bored because there's like no thrill, there's no challenge, but then I turn the zombies back on, then I'm like scared out of my pants. Got myself Pokemon TCG mobile app a few days ago and have been playing non-stop. Is that actually fun? Like, I've seen clips and stuff, but like, I don't know, I'm to the point in my video game playing career is that I don't want to get more things to just not play them or enjoy them. Like that's been like my biggest thing. Like I juggled all day before I bit the bullet and bite Oblivion and remastered, and I'm kind of regretting spending that money, but I'm not at the same time, because it's like, well, maybe if I get a chill day here or whatever, that or you know, I wake up in the middle of the night and I just can't sleep, then, you know, that could be something that I do. But it's also like, oh, man, did I just really waste that money that I could have put towards the farm or something else, or just saved it for a rainy day? It's like, that's my biggest fear. Like when I got an Xbox 360 back in the day when they first came out, that I got Skyrim when they released it on Xbox 360, and yeah, I'd get 20 to 30 hours into the storyline and then I'd put the game down. Like I would grind hard to get to that point, like play for like weeks straight, and then I would put the game down because I was getting burnt out of it, and then I would try to pick it back up a few weeks or a month or so later and then be like, I have no idea where I am, so, or what character I was trying to build and play as. So then I would stop, I would delete that save and then start a new save and do the exact same thing. So it was like I was having a horrible Minecraft 2-week phase within the Elder Scrolls series. And I was like, I don't know if I want to get Oblivion. I never played Oblivion when it first came out, but I was like, well, remastered. Maybe they, like, you know, bugs and stuff, added some new cool things or whatever, and make it more enjoyable for like new coming players. And literally got to the point of out of the sewers, and sold off all the loot that I got from the sewers. So I think I have like over 100 gold or something. And that's another thing too, is like I love games with like currencies and stuff that you can buy and upgrade like armors, tools, weapons and stuff like that. Like Stardew, prime example. I love Stardew in the simple fact that literally you start from nothing day one of a farm, and you're just basically trying to build up your own farm, making money, selling products, crops, byproducts and stuff, and there's the challenges, the mini games inside of it. But then that also happens to me too, is that I just get that burnt out phase in Stardew that like I was like, well, maybe if I get it on the Switch, Switch 2, the first Switch, that I wouldn't really run through that issue because I have it on my PC, but then I'll get to playing on the Switch and then stop playing for a while and then go to pick it back up and be like, I'm going to start a new save, have that new feeling again, and just a vicious cycle, which is, I'm glad that Craftiverse has been revived, because then it's not like, don't really have the 2-week phase that you just have the grind of like, well, what do I want to do this week or this month or whatever. You can always change it up on an SMP. It's kind of hard in a single player world. I mean, it is, but it isn't. You can just start over in a new area, but at least on an SMP, you have the engagement, the interactions with other people, and that's the thing that I like. But it's difficult to find that perfect, balanced game of quests, dungeons, sandboxy. Like, I would really love to get into WoW. I liked a lot of that stuff in high school, Dungeons and Dragons, the role playing and all that, the mystical and fantasy and mythological things, but it's like I don't got anybody else to really do that kind of things with. The missus isn't really into that kind of stuff. She's the type of guy that likes, you know, the Wii Sports. Nothing wrong against Wii Sports, but like that's her gaming is Wii Sports. Or like, I don't know if any of you remember back on the Nintendo DS, but like the dogs, that dog game, whatever, I think it was called Nintendo Dogs. Like, that's her gaming. Like, I tried to get her into playing Minecraft and she was just like, yeah, no, not really. And I'm like, all right, cool. We do play on occasion, and it's been some time since we played it, is Modern Warfare 2, but we play on the Rust map, and we run around with knives and just stab each other. She calls it the hugging game, just because the animation looks like that we're hugging each other when you're knifing someone. But that's as far as the gaming with the missus really goes, or typical board card games. She loves Phase 10. And she's really good at it too. And I don't know how, when it's literally luck. Like, I mean, yeah, you could count cards, but I feel like that'd be really, really difficult with like the 3,000 cards that are in a Phase 10 deck. But it's just one of those things. I don't know. It's just life's mysteries that it's like, oh, I want this game, but it's not made, or maybe I don't even know about it. Maybe one of you might know of a game that I would enjoy playing that kind of fits that criteria of open world RPG, sandboxy, something to where you can put it down and then get back into it and not be lost or whatever. I don't know. It's not going in there. And then is the ore and the gravels. Oh, had a lot of things planned for this summer, like a little vacation to Germany, but I know I'm hoping it can. Oh, jeez Louise. I'm hoping that can still happen this year. A lot of things that are just going on and adding to my list, and things just being crazy lately, and it's one of those things that it's like, yeah, would it be nice? Yeah, but, you know, the rest of my family wouldn't go. The missus doesn't like to fly. She's never flown, but she just hates seeing the stuff in the news about planes falling out of the sky, crashing, and all of that jazz. Even though I try to explain to her is that, well, there's car accidents literally every single day, like literally every hour. You just don't hear about it because they're extremely common. Like, you don't really know about plane crashes until they say something, because they never really happen. That's the thing, is like, and when they do, it's a big deal because it's like, oh god, what was it? What could have happened, you know? it's like, you know, breaking news situation. It's not like, oh, you know, your local Joe in town here ran a red light like he always does and ended up crashing into the library again. It's like, you know, it's not really new, exciting news or anything to like turn heads and gawk over. But planes falling out of the sky, that happens so rarely that, yeah, it's one of those quote unquote exciting news pieces. And I use quote unquote very strongly there. Let's see. That just couple. Okay. So this tree needs to go because it's in my way of thinking. I'm thinking that if I just do one of these running by bits, should be able to create what I'm looking to do for this section. It should work out the way that I'm thinking, because like I'm thinking that if I can start doing the final slopage over here, then things will pan out for the better in the long run. And it'll make finishing up this project really, really, really easy. It would be really cool to get on like the inside loop of like a new RPG game that's like open worldy, sandboxy sense to it, and be able to like, it would be really cool one day to be one of those like content creators that are like, oh yeah, I got early access code, I'm going to show it off to you guys so that way you guys can get a feel for it, and once it releases on, you know, platforms and everything, and then you guys go and buy it. It's one of my goals in the content creation world, is that get to that point where I can get early access to games and stuff and be able to see the very beginnings of like all the new fresh bugs and all of that sense, and like what my opinions are and where I think this game could potentially go, what my thought is, and trying to get a bunch of other people into getting said games. So now this part's going to be the tricky part, is trying to figure out this section here. Which I'm thinking we might be okay. Especially if we try to keep it a little bit more of a tighter slope. Should work out. At least that's the hope of this beautiful, beautiful plan. I'm liking the top bit, but this section here, I'm not quite sure because it's still cliff face-y. I can figure it out in the sense of tweaking it more. Actually, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We are going to start laying down the rest of this grass. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. This process is always one of my favorites. You know, the whole process of just terraforming in general is always fun for me. Because like I like having that I did all this layout and now all I gotta do is just place the dirt in the right spots, that is, of course. And then I come back through and I do a little bit of touch-ups and stuff. Like if we look over here on this area, that yeah, if we just place the grass, it's going to look so unnatural that you come back in and at like right here, you can see it plain as day because of the brown and the green textures. That you just kind of come back in and sprinkle some things in a little bit different areas, make it a little bit uneven, a little bit more wavy and stuff. But in order to get there, you gotta lay out the groundation of it first. And we're going to stop placing the dirts to this point just because I know this is a definite of how the sloping is going to go, but it's the factor of beyond that section. Which that might be one of those cases where, again, need to start from the bottom and work my way up, not the other way. And that's probably what hindered actually doing that sloping. I thought it was going to work out okay just because of how the terrain was looking, but now not so sure because it's still kind of like turning this into a sharp face, and that's also staying as a sharp face, and that is not what Cheese wants. Cheese wants slope, 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 so she can go skiing in the Aspens like all the other rich people in this entire world. That's like, oh yeah, let's go into the Aspens and let's do some skiing. Oh. And then we'll yell at the common folk for making our cocoa wrong. Oh, oh. And we'll be like Fancyton from SpongeBob? Fancy Pants? I don't know. Fancy Squidward. Whatever his name is, I think. Is it? I can't remember his name. Did you grow up watching SpongeBob, or did your parents not allow you to watch it? I grew up watching it, and it taught me a lot of life lessons, and I'm out of dirt. I need to go get more dirt. See, and just by adding in that bit, it helps so much. Because it gets rid of that ugly stone look, and it's starting to look like actual a terraforming project. Well, I mean, even with the stone exposed, it still looks like a terraforming project. Yeah, I'll just do cobble, 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 not a gobble gobble. Then unload the rest of this junk into here. Where'd the dirt go? Right there. It's bothering me. I gotta Google this. Who? Squilliam. His name is Squilliam. Was the fancy octopus. Are they octopuses? Are they squids? No, squid, because yeah, squid word. Yeah, okay. I think the other reason why too, talking about another game, is just that feeling of like starting over fresh again for some reason. It's just, everybody can agree to that. I mean, like, you start a new save in some game, like you start up a new Minecraft world at the beginning of the wooden tools, stone tools, your first furnace, your first chest, raiding your first village, having big plans, and then it just all falls apart. I kind of get that way with Farming Simulator sometimes, but with 25, I'm trying to actually start up a farm, a dairy farm, slash basically just a ranch, I guess. That I was starting to do beef cows, but then I was running out of things to do and then skipping days, and I don't really like to just skip days so I have something to do. I like to be able to have things to do every single day and have the time frame and how fast I have the days to be locked in, to be like as realistic as can be. Like, I'm pretty sure I have it set to like 10 or 6 speed for the days. But I'd like to be able to, you know, get myself set up to the point where I have things to do every single day and have like a bunch of like byproducts of things to always be bringing to markets and selling and getting all that cool stuff. And I don't really like most of the mods that I play with for FS25 is, well, it's similar to Minecraft in the sense of just quality of life stuff. Nothing too crazy. I don't mess around with like the follow me or course play mods or that kind of thing. It's more of like finding cheaper, smaller tractors to where it feels a bit more realistic and easier and less grindy stuff that you have to do to be like, oh yeah, instead of saving up $30,000, I need to save like $130,000 to get the next size up tractor, so that way I could be able to plow my fields easier or something like that. I'd like to be able to be like, all right, cool, I need just to save up like 20K, which is pretty easy to get from selling byproducts or selling livestock. Which I think on one of my saves, I have 2 chicken pens to get them eggs flowing, and I just bought all the chickens at a young age and max out the coop size, so that way when they get up to age, or get close. I think when they get close to the reproduction age, I think I'm going to build another coop. And then once they get up to, yeah, reproduction size, then I'm going to start splitting them off. Where did I mess up? I didn't mess up anywhere. That's just how this one is going to be. So that way, basically, I don't have to pay for chickens ever again. And that once they start, you know, breeding and everything, that essentially they're going to pay themselves back. So I'm pretty sure when they're like, you know, day-old chicks or, you know, 0-month-old chicks, that I think it was like $6 for a chicken, and I bought like 60. I think, or 62 technically, because I think one of the coop designs is it holds 31 chickens. And I thought they changed the coding for 25 that you actually did need a rooster to reproduce, because they offer a rooster, but I guess not. So I don't know the point of the roosters, unless it's to literally buy them, breed them. To just basically buy them and sell them is one of those things, like just like kind of like beef cattle. Which I got a couple of beef cattle. I bought 3, and then every time that they reproduce, I sell the mothers. And I'm thinking that I'm gonna, because like I started off with 1 set, and now I'm down to, I think I'm on the 3rd generation, honestly, right now. I think I'm on the 3rd generation of beef. But I think this 3rd generation of beef, I think I'm going to hold off on them. And just kind of let them reproduce and just let them go. So that way I don't have to, I can get more of a profit margin, and I can also get more beef in my pastures. So like, as you can see, that does not look good at all. I mean, yeah, it looks a lot better than what it did before, but it needs to look more like this area. So now it's one of those things of figuring out this area. I think if coming along this edge here and just kind of like shaving this back a bit to kind of start the slopage is going to help. It freaks me out every time that I see that out of the corner of my eye, thinking that it's like an Enderman or even a Wither actually. That's kind of scaring me. It's kind of crazy to think that you can get scared inside of a cubic sandbox game. Like actually like heart pumping, palm sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Slight panic in your chest, tightness in your chest. Oh. Or you just have a horse drop on your head and scare the bejesus out of you. No. Not today, sir. You get to live. I'm thinking this will do. And then... Why are you... Oh, the golden carrots. Okay. So now... Now I'm basically shaving this top layer bit off so that way I don't have overhang. But I also don't want to get my pockets too full. Taking out quite a bit of this is either going to help or it's going to make it even more of a challenge. So I only need to go up just a couple of bits more. I think we'll be good. So if I tell myself that whereabouts, if we go off of this layer here, so we need to flatten everything from here out and then just kind of clear it away from the edge, and then we can put in our curved lines and stuff. This is probably when I'm going to actually start incorporating like the chicken wire in the sense. Oh, couple. Put it there in the dirt. All goes there, and that. And almost on time. All right, cool. Oh, how's everybody doing today, chat? Anything exciting going on for you guys? I'm hoping I can finish this up so that way I don't have to worry about going to the farm to repair my tools and things. I can just get this job done. Really don't want to deal with you guys. Well, I guess this chaotic method is helping it come together better. It's looking like we're going to wrap this up here in just a couple of minutes. I knew this side would be a lot easier, and that's why I saved it for the last part. Oh, I need a bed, I need a bed, I need a bed, I need a bed. So I've been streaming for 2 hours now. I have like 5-ish hours already on the other side. So far this project has taken 6 hours. It just goes to show you guys that a lot of these big things that you see in 10, 15, 20-minute videos, they take a lot more time than you think. Here's just something to open your eyes up to about. It's just that, yeah, this is a little bit crazy, but it's the things that we do for the contents. Let's see here. I do have torches. 'Cause I don't want to create any mob farms for cheese. I think just a couple. You know what? We're going to flatten it right here. Because this is a big enough pool as it is. And for the rest of the terrain slopage, because it's still got to smooth it up there for a little bit, but also just the way how the land is shaping out to be over here. This is just the whereabouts to where I think it would naturally stop, and it also could give Chi some inspiration and also a little section to build something on. I did ask her if she wanted to do like terrain levels of like little platforms and stuff, but she was like, nah, I just want it to all look like windswept plains biome. And I was like, all right, because I could have done more things, could have added some like rock formations, some like custom trees, some bushes, some flower fields, regular fields of croppage. She was like, nope, I just want it to be this way. I was like, all right, you're the customer. You are always right. So now it is time to wrap it up. Did I miss a hole over there? Nope. All right, cool. So now it's just this little tiny section. And I think just to double check, I need to hit up that stone bit right there. Yeah, I need to hit up that stone bit and need to figure that out. Right here. Not much of it did change, but just enough to where it doesn't look like a kind of pattern. Well, good thing that it's getting dark out, and need to grab more dirt anyway. See the difference already, that this was one simple flat strip and then just adding in a little bit more of the textures, a little bit more of the variance and everything else. So now it's the simpleness of carrying it on the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers. So where's the next heart? This is the next heart line. So if we did a little something to the effects of this, bring this out a bit. All right, it's still looking good. Still looking good. Some days I really wish this grass would spread a lot faster. Just because it would make a lot of this easier to do. However, there's only so much that you can really do. pretty sure that just about does it. In all honesty. And now just to double check with free cam, nothing looks to be of a repetitive sharp line. Just right there. And obviously this spot right here, this needs to be touched up. Now, where was it exactly? Ah, yes, right here. If we just kind of feather this in, throw that in. Pretty sure. Do a little something to the manner of a dis. Perfect. Now just run along here and remove this stone lip. And that is going to be the end of the first. Why am I talking like this? Anyway, this is going to be the end of the very first ever project services. The first services, actually, from Q's terraforming shop of Season 2 on the Craftiverse server. I don't know why, but it just makes me pretty happy to know that she should be pretty happy. She's gonna be pretty happy, I'm hoping. At least I'm hoping she's going to enjoy it. Just one final aerial view. I will say it looks a lot better than what it did before. Still crazy to think that this was natural terrain at one point, and then it got demolished, and now it's looking a lot better. I am liking this area. This section right here looks pretty freaking good. Like how it's like better version of what natural terrain looks like. But yeah. So now I get to do the fun part of cleaning up all of my stuff, tearing down my beacon, packing up my camp, and ship Shaylin out of here. Because this project is a done. So that means Q's terraforming campsites is a no longer. And now it's going to be the fun part of destroying and picking up all this stuff. Now, I know it has been some time, a very long time since I have streamed and have streamed on Twitch for the matter of that fact, but I will be dumping this stream of a past live stream VOD over on the YouTube channel, which is in my description panels in the About section on this Twitch page. If you just came across us on Twitch, hey, hop on over to YouTube. It's right there. Subscribe. It's always going to be there. It's not going to get lost like it does here on Twitch after a certain amount of time. And I'm hoping that every single Friday, if things go correctly, although I do have a haircut appointment next Friday already scheduled at 10 o'clock in the morning. So next week's live stream is either going to be really earlier in the day than what it was today, or it's going to be later on in the afternoon. I'm going to try to do every Friday the best that I can. Just try to stay consistent in that manner. Maybe do some random live streams during the work week, like Monday through Thursday, because I only work 4 days a week. I pull 4 10-hour shifts. It's great having a 3-day weekend every single week. But of course, with us starting a farm this year, things are going to be crazy. They are going to be hectic. Things are not going to go directly as planned or to schedule in that matter of effect. However, I am going to do my best to make sure that things do happen. Things will continue to happen with the content creation side of things, because I don't want to give up on my 12-year-old self-stream with all of this. Because when I was 12, I dreamed of becoming a content creator and creating this beautiful community who loves potatoes just as much as I do and can come together and just create a wonderful thing called the Potato Army, which is a Discord. It is pretty dry and boring and dusty, but every time I upload a video, it gets popped up in there. And if you do want to chat with me or drop some fan art or stuff in that sense, which, hey, it's all right there in that Discord, I'm willing to chat with you if you're willing to chat with me on a daily basis in the Discord. But anyways, guys, this is going to do it for the very first stream. Well, actually, it's second or third stream. Third stream, actually, technically, on the Craftiverse server for Season 2. And my first stream back on Twitch. So big things, big things. But I will catch you all, guys, on the next one. So make sure that you have yourselves a good day. I need to set up hotkeys.